What's up, gamers, and welcome back to our third video on the random realm that we have going here. Today I will actually be giving you a tour of the island instead of just saying that I will. In the last video I said we kind of seen the start of my house. I haven't made much progress from then because I have been busy in the real world, you know, crazy life events and all of that. But I will give you a tour of what I do have done on the island. Let's get on with it. Okay, so this is obviously our island. These are our horses here. According to one of the other players, this is one of the god horses. These are both horses that I stole from the village that I was originally living in. And this bee decided to come with us. I could not get him out of the boat until we got here, so there's that. Um, We are currently on day 1610. I did recently obtain a villager. He was not originally a part of this boat train. Here's the island saying it's mine. And then this was the boat train. It was quite a bit longer, but like I said, I brought the horses and the bee up here. They also had a boat up here because I didn't have a fence post when I first got here, but that's not the point. Um, yeah, so we still have our chickens, the OG cows, and then the sheep, which nobody's been able to find sheep, so these guys are gonna stay in the boats until I have the sheep quote-unquote island made. I also accidentally, so I originally had my campsite right here, because I was gonna build my house right here, but then I was like, this is a bigger island than it looks. We'll come back to that. And then I accidentally placed this. This is one thing that another player had silk touched for me off of one of my trees at the original village. So this is the island. It's actually quite barren. I haven't really been doing much. I did start on a lighthouse over here. I built it in creative first, like on a separate world, and I decided I actually don't want to use cobblestone, so this will change. And I want to build it in the icebergs, that way I have ice going around it, because I think that'd be so cool. I'm also going to eventually obtain Frostwalker and guide the ice around my house, that way this is where the dock will be, and we'll have, like, official stairs and whatever going up this. I guess we'll talk about the ideas I have since it's so, like, wastelandy. I want to have like the little farmer house be over here since it's a flatter thing, but I also can't decide if I want it over here or if I want it over here on this corner. Because this corner would be good to have it on. And I don't know who is doing this, but somebody has seen my island and took a chunk out of that. I don't know who it is or why, but yeah. I want to move some of the ice in a little bit and build it up a little bit around here. I feel like that would make this island look so much better. I want to build everything out of pale wood since I don't have access to calcite this time. This is lava. We love lava, so we're gonna keep it buried. And then, this is kind of the lake. I want to enclose this in ice so I can have pet fishes and I know where they are. This lake has a zombie spawner at the bottom of it that I discovered because I was getting murdered by drowns my first couple of days. I actually got murdered, like, right here and lost my fancy pickaxe to a drown actually not too long ago, like, before this video started recording. I obviously want to make, like, a little fishing dock into this, because I think that would be so cute. Off of, like, right here specifically, and then have another one over there, and then, like, have little boats that we build. Not actual boat, well, actually, maybe, we'll come back to that idea. And then, over here, this is where I decided I want to have my house. I can't decide if I want to go, like, an actual cottage this time, or go dig up calcite. Calcite is my favorite block, apparently, because I literally built a castle out of it in the last server. And I'm not sure if I want to do it again. Um, this is more ice. This ice block thing has changed since I last played. And every time that I join in, I notice that the ice has changed. I don't know why it keeps happening on Bedrock specifically, but it keeps happening. Again, there's more ice. This is where my ice... See, there's more ice that keeps getting, like, cut off over there. And I don't know if that's, like, world generation or what's happening with it, but I want to have this, like, all be closed and have no saleable boat trail in, and I think being able to freeze the ocean as I walk would help with that. There's those guys. This is a cave. I've been in this cave. There's nothing much to it. Pretty much ends there. And that's my house so far. So this is pretty much the entire island. There is nothing to it, really. And I want to have, like, bridges and stuff go through here. And have them, like, anchor and have, like, turn this into, like, a pond or a river or something. Because it's already naturally has water here. I feel like a little pond would be okay. Or fill it in with dirt or, like, houses or something for the poor. And then this is my cats. They have made it here successfully. This is a parrot. I traveled so far to get a, to find a desert because apparently we didn't have a desert and I needed a parrot because the jungle mesa desert was all the way that way. This is my house. This is the bed. This is the concrete cobblestone slab. Yeah, we haven't done much out here. It has been quite the adventure. So this is the island. Until next time, bye! Okay, just kidding. Actually, we have more to this. I have not been slacking. It's just all underground. So this is our actual base. It's quite the mediocre setup, and if we come to this corner over here, I actually have more of a base than I was leading on, and this is the wrong corner. I want to have a redstone thing that goes down here. This is the actual stuff I've been working on. As you can see, I have just been digging. Just been digging. I was planning on making this go to bedrock before I showed it off, but I was also like, let's not dig to bedrock this time. That sounds like fun. Then if we come over here, this is where that zombie spawner was. Yes, this way. I haven't fully figured out if I want to have that blocked off or not. This is the zombie spawner. It is a bubble column spawner. It's actually really cool. So if we wait here for some lovely bubble column zombies, they should come over and prove that it exists. Obviously, we can hear them. I need to go back in there and modify a few things because it is a little slow. And I think it could be a little faster. I think if I add some ice, it'll make it go faster. And as you can see, we have zombies that just come down, and then we just hit them with our pickaxe, and it heals our pickaxe. Like so. Yeah. Anyways, that's actually all I've been doing is pretty much mining. I really wanted to get down to this level specifically because this is where the spawner was. And if we run back over to our house over here, I'm going to have this be much more entertaining later. Not today. But this is the actual send-off now. That's all I've really done. I have a ton of ideas I want to get working on. They just take time, and I did not have time this last week to work on them, so sorry for the short video, but until next time, bye!